Hello everybody. In this video I'm going to show you how to set the recommended Zoom settings that were recommended. So on the right you'll see these instructions, and I'm going to try to add these to my Zoom account. So I'm at laccd.zoom.us and I'm going to select sign in. Because I'm already signed into my email, this should be a little quicker. Now I'm going to go to the meeting settings. So I'm going to click on settings on the left. And for meeting, this is where we're going to follow the instructions on the right. So host video means you. So when you start the meeting, if you want your video on, you can turn this on. The recommended setting for participants is off. Mine's off, so that's fine. And then we're going to go down to mute participants upon entry. So that's down here. And the recommendation is to turn this on just in case they have background noise. Autosave Chats is the next one. So we're going to look for that one. Here it is. And this will automatically save all the chats, so you don't need to remember to turn that on. Allow host to put attendee on hold. That will give you the option. So if you have a disruptive student, you can give them a timeout, I guess. So let me try to find that one. There it is. Allow host to put attendee on hold. I'm going to turn that on. Then I'm just going to scroll up to number 5 here. And it is the whiteboard autosave whiteboard content. So let's see if we can find that. I'm going to scroll down. There it is. I'm going to check the box that says autosave whiteboard content when sharing is stopped. And then I'm going to click save. Now we're going to go to breakout room, which is number 6. There it is. This is, if you plan to do group events, turn this feature on. So I'm not sure if I'll use this, but I'm going to turn it on just in case I want to do some small group work. Next is the virtual background, and this is recommended so users will be, I guess, more likely to share their cameras if they can use the virtual background. So let's try that out. I actually have that already turned on, which is recommended. And then we want show a join from your browser link. And this is required for some Chromebook users. So this is important because we did hand out a lot of Chromebooks to the students who needed them. All right, so I'm going to look for that. Here it is. Show a join from your browser link. I'm going to turn that on. Next, we're going to find the waiting room for all participants. And this is recommended as the best way to prevent Zoom bombing. All right, and they have notes on Zoom bombing. So the waiting room, I'm going to look for that. So let's go down this list. And I'm not sure if it's on this page. Oh, there it is. There it is. I zipped by it. There it is. So here it is. I'm going to turn this on. And then make sure all participants is selected. This will force you to actually let your students in to your meeting. They won't automatically be in the meeting once they log into your meeting. So you're going to have to be aware of this. And next, we're going to go to recording settings. So I'm going to go back up to the top here. And I'm going to select the recording tab. Let's make sure cloud recording is turned on. And this is the way to get a recording with a transcript. You have to have this setting on. And it says, additionally, some items should not be checked. You should not record the gallery in most meetings. An exception would be some group projects, and you know there are no minors present. So we're going to make sure that my cloud recording matches this one. So it is on. And I have record active speaker with shared screen. I have record an audio only file. I have save chat messages. And then here in advanced cloud recording settings, I'm going to click the add a time stamp and then make sure that the next 4 or 5 are checked. It looks like everything is checked except for the last one, which is save panelist chat to the recording. So now we'll click save. And we'll go down to number 2, automatic recording. When this is on, you will see the option to record in the cloud and allow the host to pause, stop the auto recording in the cloud. Both need to be turned on for an instructor to pre-record lectures with transcript to the cloud. So I will turn this on, and then I'm going to make sure record in the cloud is checked and that this host can pause, stop the auto recording is checked. For those of you that do follow this recommendation, you're going to want to be aware that as soon as you join the meeting, it'll start to be recorded. So what you might want to do is pause the recording and then just start it up again when you're ready. So next, we're going to just review this section on preventing and controlling Zoom bombing. So this is when someone intentionally enters your Zoom event to cause trouble. The recommendation is to be prepared for this event. Meeting setting number 2, when combined with an instructor who selects the option to not allow participants to unmute themselves, can go a long way to preventing noise disruptions. Meeting setting 4 provides the option to remove an attendee. And the way to do that is through the participants list. Run your mouse over the student's name, click on more, then click on the remove option from the drop-down menu. Okay, so that's good. You can remove disruptive people. And then meeting setting 9 puts all those who want to join into a waiting room, and they must wait for you to bring them into the meeting. So this is when the mouse runs over the name of the person, you can admit them or remove them. If a student joins your meeting from within Canvas, Tech Connect SSO, their name will appear. So that's why you kind of want to use the Canvas one, so you can see their names. And then here is the student view when joining a meeting in the waiting room. So they get this little window here. It says your host will let you in soon. And then if someone arrives in your waiting room, you will see this as the teacher. So, and then you'll have a blue button that says admit. So you want to be aware that if your students are joining via the waiting room, maybe they're coming in a little late to the meeting, maybe you've already started the lecture, just be aware when this little thing pops up. Check the name out. If it's one of your students, you can click admit. And again, if you have that mute upon entry, then it's not going to be as much of a disruption when a new student enters your meeting. So hopefully this has helped you set up your meeting in advance. Thanks for watching.